Hi, I'm Ingrid Williams with American Dream TV, and I'm here today in downtown Des Moines to introduce you to Court Avenue Brewing Company. We're going to meet with Scott Carlson. He's the managing partner here, and I'm so excited to explain to you and have you learn about this iconic restaurant and brewery in the heart of downtown Des Moines. Scott, tell us a little bit about how Court Avenue Brewing came to be.
Great question. I was 26 when Court Avenue Brewing Company opened. Now it's 27 years in the making. And so, Des Moines didn't have a brew pub in the city. We were the second oldest brew pub today, and there's probably 120 breweries in the state. And we had just saw this location, saw this kind of old 1881 saddle and harness shop, and thought it could use a brewery. At the time, kind of breweries were kind of renovating old spaces. We thought this was kind of prime for it. It had been closed since 1993 with the floods, and we opened in 1996.
How many beers do you have on tap here at Court Avenue?
That's a great question as well. When we first opened, we had 6 or 7. Now we have 13. That's the evolution of brewing, though, over the past 27 years. So for us, it's not about a beer. It's about kind of what is the public wanting? What are they looking for? What are the brewers kind of researching? What excites them? And they're artists, right? So they want to always kind of be cutting edge and doing the next thing. So, we have core beers. So the ones that you know and love for the last 27 years, we have a few of those. We have another 8 or 9 beers that you run the gamut. We have a peanut butter vibes right now that has fresh roasted peanuts in it, right? We also took that beer and put it in barrels, right? EH barrels and aged them for a year or so, so they have that bourbon flavor. We have beers that are bright and fruity. We have beers that are bright and hoppy. We have beers that are just bright and easy. We make a Mexican lager because those are also popular. But we also make a ginger beer for Moscow mules. We make the homemade ginger beer and root beer. And we also make a hard seltzer. We kind of wanted to, at one time we were trying to compete with the mass hard seltzers. And we realized that's kind of hard for us. So we started to make our own with fresh fruit and pure puree. And they're so bright and easy that people are just consuming like crazy. So we're kind of always looking for the thing that you can't get on the shelf, but will make you feel good to come try and experiment with us.
So you definitely have something for everyone. And I can't wait to try some of these.
I'm happy to get them for you.
Today, Michelle Pulver is an interior designer and renovator. We're going to go in and see a house that she's just recently renovated. It's under contract for over $1 million. It's got 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and it's going to be really fun to show you around. Come on, let's go take a tour. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about the history of the home. So many of our viewers won't be here in Des Moines, so I'd love to learn a little bit more about this area and the history.
Well, Linden Heights, South of Grand area is a little over 100 years old. It actually was the second planned neighborhood in Des Moines.
Michelle, tell us a little bit about the home and what you changed. I love that you kept a lot of the characters. So tell us about the good parts, the bad parts, and what all went into this renovation.
Well, as you can imagine, this house is just a little over 100 years old. So we were dealing with an original boiler system and, asbestos, anything and everything that you can imagine that is unsexy and hard to work with happened in this house. But one things that I always try to do in my remodels is keep the character of the home. Mm-hmm. And these are the original floors. We highlighted and matched all of the trim and the woodwork in the home. We kept the original doors. So I just really like to modernize everything, but then also enhance the character and keep the original beauty.
So thank you for all the information about the home, the South of Grand area. Let's take a tour. I'm excited to see what all you've done. You're an amazingly talented, and we're excited to take this tour.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining me today. Des Moines has such a rich history and so much to offer. I'd love to take you on another tour. I'm Ingrid Williams with American Dream TV here in Des Moines.